Hey guys, today I want to talk about how you can be a millionaire even on a minimum wage salary. So I'm your host, William Boyette, founder of the stock investing website, stocklocator.com. And as I run my site, I get a lot of people that always say to me, they say, William, I have a hard time saving. So I'm not able to be able to have money to invest. And when I look at their situation, I realize the reason that they're not able to save is because they treat their finances like they're in a charity. They go out and they pay everybody, and at the end of the month, they don't have anything left for themselves. They're doing it totally wrong, backwards actually. So what they should be doing is when they get their paycheck, pay themselves first. And then with the rest of the money, then go out and pay everyone else. And that way, they're not running a charity. They're actually working for their family, for their future, and for themselves. And even on a minimum wage job, I'm going to show you how you can save and be able to retire a millionaire. All right, for my example today, we're going to use a minimum wage of $15 per hour. Now, there's a lot of places that are paying a lot more than this. They're paying $18 minimum wage. West Hollywood just put a law in. It's $17 an hour minimum wage. So there's a new revolution of a minimum wage of $17, $18, but we're going to use 15 because we want to go a little bit lower, give the benefit of the doubt, and make this a more of a worst case scenario. If you have $15 an hour, and we're going to multiply this by a work week of 40 hours, and that's going to give you $600 a week. And then we're going to assume only 50 weeks of work because we want you to have 2 weeks off with no pay. So you're not like these other people who get pay. You're a poor person. You're getting no pay. So you got to spend 2 weeks no pay on vacation. If this budget is still tight for you, you could actually work those extra 2 weeks and pull in an extra $1,200 for the year or an extra $100 a month if you get that desperate. But we'll talk about that later in this video. So now if we multiply this by 50 weeks, we're going to come up with an income of $30,000. Now, this video is being recorded in 2021, so we're going to use Trump's tax table that he's set up. By the time you watch this, maybe Biden has changed the tax laws. He's the president now. But under our current tax law set up by Trump, if you have a $30,000 income, you're going to get a $14,200 deduction. So basically, your taxable income will be $15,800. Now, when you have a $15,800 taxable income, you're going to pay $1,697 in taxes. So if we take our $30,000 of income, subtract our taxes, we are actually, after tax, we're going to get $28,303 per year for us to live on. Okay, and so here I have an Excel spreadsheet, and I've taken our annual income and divided it by 12, and it comes out to a monthly income of $2,358.58 after taxes. Now, over here in this column is the average budget that a person should have when they're doing their budgeting. This is based on statistics of people throughout the nation, the census report on how much they spend on everything. And so I've put the percentages in here, and based on our income, it'll show us what we can afford to live on. And as you see, as I mentioned before, we're not running a charity, so you need to pay yourself first. So in this example, we're going to pay ourselves 10%. And so when you get your income every month, you pay yourself first. So now you give yourself $235.86. So you've paid yourself first. Now the rest of the money, you can spend it on your other bills. And housing, as you can see, it should be around 25, but I've given you more of a worst case scenario. I've bumped it up to 33%. So that would give you $778 a month to live on. And we're going to get back and talk to this in a minute. Transportation, you have $375. Now, this is going to include your car registration, your gas, insurance, and things like that. So more than likely, you're not going to be able to lease a car. So if you're on minimum wage, you got to accept the fact you're going to probably be driving a junker, something that doesn't cost you anything. You don't need to get a lot of insurance for, just the basic of whatever is required, and then therefore you're going to pay the rest mostly here for your gasoline, and you may even have to just get a bicycle and bike to work or take public transportation. But whatever it is, you cannot spend more than $375 a month. Now you have $304 for food. Now remember, this is just for one person, so $304 for food is easy. Anybody can fit that in. You have $193 for your health care, so if you got to pay like a $50 or $100 a month for your health care plus $50 a month visit, you got that money right here. Entertainment, you can't spend more than $125 on that. So if you get Netflix, okay, there you go, $15 a month. You still got an extra $110 left over. So, and you got $73 for clothing. So what you could do here is just go out and get yourself one of the credit cards from one of the clothing people, and they'll give you cash back, and then you can use that cash back to buy clothing. So you go out and buy your groceries on your Gap credit card or whatever credit card you have, and then they give you some cash back and you use that. So you can get clothing for free, save the $73, use it for something else. Education, well, probably more than likely if you're still in school, you go to public school, yeah, you have a little bit of money here for that. Otherwise, you may not even need this. And then we put in for personal care. Usually people spend 1%, so you have $30 a month to spend on your personal care. If you're a male, that would be like some razors and maybe some shaving cream or something. And then you have $188 a month left over for whatever else you need to put on there. And as you saw on here, I didn't put anything for your phone, so you can go out and get a monthly cell phone bill of $35. You could pay that out of here. And so you have a little bit of leeway here. So yeah, I could see that you could easily fit within the budget of all of this. You just can't live like a king. So many people want to live like a king, and then they complain they can't live on minimum wage. Well, if you want to live like a king, you got to go get a king's salary, not minimum wage. So here's our big deal. Can we live on $778 a month? So let's take a look. All right, so here we are. This is a map of Southern California. I'm going to choose one of the most expensive places to live. People complain all the time, I can't live in California on minimum wage, okay? So let's just show you what the fallacy of that is, how, it's just totally untrue. And so we're going to take a look here at this map, and here we are in prestigious Southern California area, and especially in the really rich areas down into here. LA is way not even on this map, but we're down here in the Orange County. So let's take a look at right here. Look at this, a 1,700, a 2-bedroom and 2-bath. So if you have $800 a month, and you could get a roommate who has $800 a month, you've pretty much got this nice little place right here for yourself. Okay. Now let's zoom in. Okay, here's a place by the beach, $595 for a 1-bedroom right there. Right on the beach. Okay, over here, look at this one, $770 for a 1-bath. Here's $720 for 1 bath. These are all up by UCLA, very prestigious area of West Hollywood. So you can live right there by the college campus there, especially if you're going to school, don't have much money. Here we are in the city of Madera. You can see right here, $785 a month for, and it says 11-bedroom, 4.5 bath. I don't know about that. It's probably a room in that house. And I remember when I was working minimum wage, I got a room instead of an apartment. But I wanted to show you some of these other ones. Look at this one right here, 1,800 is a 4-bedroom. You could put in 2 or 3 roommates, and you could really get off a lot cheaper. Here's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. So again, everybody put up $600-700 each. You got three people living there. So if you want to live in California and get minimum wage job, then you're going to have a roommate. So here's a guy who lives in Marina Del Rey, one of the most expensive places. He lives for $600 a month on a boat. So he's got a 2-bedroom boat. He rents it for $1,200 a month, and he puts a roommate in there, and he lives for $600. So you have to be a little bit creative. You know, roommates you're going to have. Look for alternative ways to live, like on a boat rather than in a home, and you could easily do it for $700 or $800 a month. So yeah, you can easily live in Southern California or anywhere in California on a minimum wage, and you can find minimum wage all throughout the state. So there should be no problem. Now, if you remember, we have $235.86 a month that we're saving. I'm just going to put in $235. Forget the 86 cents. We want to know how much it's going to be worth after 40 years, because we're going to be working from 20 to 60. Our rate of return, we should be able to get 9%. That's easily. The stock market goes up 10% a year. So if we were just to buy SPY and hold it, we should make 10% a year. But I'm going to go a little bit on the low side and go 9%. And we're going to compound it annually. Every month we're going to add another $235 at the beginning of the month. And let's calculate what it's going to be worth. So you can see in 4 years, we'll have our $1 million. That's it. So anybody can be a millionaire. Now, if you were to go and buy, let's say, IEP, which pays 13% interest, and you put that in, and you just bought and held it, you'd have $3 million in 40 years. Also, at the end of this video, there's a link to another video that I made that will explain how you can create $1 million a year income every year. So look for that video at the end of this video.